All right, we live. We're trying to rig this here. Still no internet at the shop. We're at Sky's the Limit Smoke Shop here, live and direct, East Los Angeles. Sunday, it's going down. Heads up. Who knows how this feed might be? I'm using my hotspot on the phone here. What's up, Dragonfly? Hope you're having a good day here. We are. We're going to check out the madness continues out here. What's up, John Aside, Gustavo? Things are popping off, and we're going to check things out. Again, we don't have internet. I'm using the hotspot on my phone. Let's give this a shot. Hope you're having a good day, John Aside, y Gustavo. Tú también. Let's check this out. Viewer discretion be advised. And this is live. There's actually a few channels live at the moment. And it's a little weird here it's a little quiet at the shop. Usually we have the TV on. You know, there's sounds and stuff. The video games are working. That's all good. Still cash only at the moment. And yeah, we've been pulling it off. Not too much destruction from the event last night over at the asylum next door. So that's good. Not too much cleanup here, but looks like we got a little fire going on here. Burning the pallets, and they're over at the Home Depot again. Oh gosh. They were there yesterday. And they're back at it. Can y'all hear me nice and clear? Yeah, I'm wondering. This hotspot rig it's not too bad. I'm surprised I'm able to stream and actually restream as well. And this is out Paramount, California. I would say from the shop here, maybe 20 minutes. And I hear there's going to be a gathering. If not, they're probably already there back at City Hall. Smoking Scan is screaming and streaming right now. He's expressing how he's feeling. And yeah, we were just watching this go down. Luckily, here outside of the shop, it's nice and calm. And you chilling today? You got the day off, John Aside? I hope so, brother. Rolling fatty and firing that up instead of pallets like this on the street. Yep, we good here. Thank goodness. Yeah, because that's the last thing we need is like a full-on riot. I guess they're labeling this civil unrest, I guess, something like that. It's not full-on rioting, but they were looting an AM PM last night. We did go live a little bit, got some chopper views, and it continues today. What's up, Digger Dog? Aren't you glad you're in Sonoma County? Hopefully everything is nice and calm up your way. And yeah, you can see Atlantic Place there. And I hear National Guard is in town. We'll keep this rolling here for a bit. We'll get the other footage. Let's see, I got my phone next to me. Whoops. Just disconnected it from the charger. Tight quarters here, but hey, the studio is on and popping. Should have done this yesterday. We did go live from the phone, but now we're using the phone to stream off the desktop. Hey, however we need to do it to get it done, right? And again, this is a reminder to appreciate where you live. Hopefully this ain't going on. And I'll turn this down over here. Yeah, could we get some music playing at the same time? Or is that too much for the hot spot? All right, we got some sounds here too, so that'll help me out a little bit. And yeah, anything planned for Sunday? Any special happenings today for anyone out there in chat or listening later on? Yeah, let us know. We will go hang out. We got people running here. Here we go. Hang on, lady. She's got things shaking all over the place. Woo! Oh man, looks like some tear gas action going on there. Best to have a mask. I'm sure there's probably like after effects of that. Probably sore throat or something. Or all your food is spicy. No hi for you, Roger? What does that mean? What's up, Roger? We got you in here, man. We see you. Roger in the house, y'all. Let's see. Yeah. Some confetti for Roger. Here we go, Roger. Southern California madness. Still at it. It's been going on all weekend. I think it started up Friday with raids of several businesses. And actually, it's been going on quite a bit, I hear, in different states as well, in different situations. But things have definitely ramped up with the raids and National Guard being in town. What's that guy got in that backpack? All right, people scattering here. No le hagas de tos, way. I was telling that guy, don't cough about it. Home Depot, I think they were using yesterday like pallets of fertilizer for cover forts. They got the cart forts there in the middle of the street. Who knows? We might get a speed chase as well. There's Magneticus. He loves the smell of fine cannabis in the morning. Yes. Wake and bake. Light it up. Little past noon here. Going to be, 12:40 in a few seconds. Yeah, Magneticus is going down. Woo, look at that guy. What are they pouring in there? Not Clear Eye. Juanito, what up, man? Where the tacos? Let's get it going. Taco Sunday. Some people like tortas. Those are welcome as well. Not my favorite. Polly Rodderman. What's up, Polly?
Polly, 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 Polly.
Mojo's mama. It bleeds on to Sunday. Thanks for hanging out last night. Looking like Portland did. Local government didn't keep them under control. Yikes. Yeah, we've been hearing a whole lot out of Portland. And not even having to do with this, just similar situation to LA. It's probably like a sliver of what LA's like. But still not normal for Oregon. And yeah, bummer to hear that about Portland. A lot of people moving out and stuff. But what's up? What's popping this Sunday? I just had a little sesh. The sun is out, but it is hazy out. Funky skies. And of course, the tear gas and all this stuff ain't helping. Yeah, y'all check out Smoke and Scan on YouTube. He's really got it going on. There's probably several thousand people in his chat right now. We'll go. I'm actually hanging there right now on the phone here. And I always like to hear what he has to say about things. Finished watching an STM documentary. They were out in New Jersey looking for where we at. Let's see, where's my
The Jersey Devil.
Yikes. Yeah, the Jersey Devil. We know we got Diesel in New Jersey out there. That's one devil there. And Magnetic's nose is dripping just thinking about. Yeah, Jersey Devil, cool documentary about STM, Alex and them. I seen I guess you could say a special surprise, special guest, special would you say cameo? Mike Wanders, yeah, from YouTube channel. Showed up in the documentary there. Good to see him out there with the boys. Yeah, Mike Wanders. You know, he does wander. He does a lot of those solo camping trips in very, very squatchy areas. Yeah, your fam had an earthquake in Bogota, Colombia, 6.3 on the Richter scale. Yikes. Get a grip, Bogota. Yeah, hopefully the fam is well out there. Where was there? I heard another earthquake. There was one not too long ago in Japan also, I think I heard. We haven't had any recent ones here, at least not any big ones, but we did have a few shakers recently, all throughout the state. You know, Humboldt County, yeah. I was just watching a newsreel from the county there, looking for fire. What was it? Fire, some sort of help with fires up there. What was the word they used? Anyway, they had a 7.1 up there. Mega tsunami warnings. You better cover those dreadlocks. Unless you want some funk in them. I would not want any of that gas or any of what's floating or flying around there in my hair. Keep it covered up. And yes, I've stayed away from these areas with good reason. Tina, thank you for the heads up earlier. That's a shaker. Yep. For Cali standards, that is an earthquake. Yeah, I'll be checking the news on that. Yeah, volcanoes and quakes, says Hillbilly Herb. And Hillbilly's Herb's bong is erupting as well. Cheers to Hillbilly. Always lighting up the fire up there. Yeah, I got this black mamba. Oof. As well as some other things. I'm going to be firing up after this too. Again, staying away. Colombia is on the San Andreas fault. What? I didn't even know San Andreas went that far down. Got to do a little homework on that. Interesting. So if that's shaking, we got to be careful up here. Also, speaking of volcanoes erupting, we've been hearing about off the coast of Oregon, that volcano under the ocean there also starting to do its thing. So a heads up. I hear they say that, you know, it's happened before and that we don't need to worry about it on land, but I would think so. I think, you know, I'd have a surfboard ready. Where the volcano emojis at? Light them up. And yeah, Hawaii, we're talking about the live cams that you could check out as well at some of these volcanoes. Usually Carlos Clemente YouTube channel, Skywatcher, we'll have different volcanoes with cameras, live feed cameras pointed at them. I think they might be other people's cameras, but he's got them on his channel, and we've checked those out here before. So speaking more of volcanoes, Vulcan. Up north off the coast is a volcano priming itself. The Pacific is rocking. Yes, I believe that's the one off of Oregon. ¿Qué dice Gustavo? Gustavo, UFO exacto. Todo Sudamérica está temblando. All of South America is shaking, is trembling. So is America, as you can see here. You know, Southern California is shaking right now. LA, hey. I'm in the Puget Sound. I'm not worried about the off the coast of Oregon. Yeah, Genocide don't give a about anybody else, all right? He's good, so, and that's good to know. Yeah. Vulcanization, yes. That's the word.
Vulcanization.
Yeah, so here we go. Another day of this. Like I said, we could check out another channel, see what's going on. Things are calming down here. I don't know what that bus is. Let me try and cue this up. All right, let's get a view of that. Un segundo. Un segundo. Let's tap out of this right quick. Check this other camera out. So this is the Independent. And they're over at I believe I'm going to say the Federal Building or Federal Detainment Building, or what's the word for it? I don't know, but it's off the 101, and we've been gathering and doing same thing there. But you can see these people are a lot more relaxed. Obviously, they got, believe it's the National Guard there. You're not going to be acting a fool. But it looks like people of all races there, or maybe everyone's one race. I don't know. Several arrests last night as well. Detainments, I guess you could say. I don't know if they were fully arrested, but they did put them in a little bus. Yikes. Oh, Roger says they, and we don't know who they are, but they claim there's a big volcano under Yellowstone. Where there's one there for sure, right? And that one's been acting up the past few years, I think. They claim if it goes off, it would mess things up big time. Ay, ay, ay. More to worry about. Volcanoes, deportations, vulcanizations, lizards walking on 2 feet on the street. Bipedal wolfmen in the woods. Was hanging over in the STM chat as well. I seen you over there, Tracy. As usual, you're a regular there. Always nice to see you. And Tina. Thank you. Showing some footage there. So don't know if I could share that. I'll be checking that out. Let's see what else. There is some even last night we read off Bigfoot reports on the big mapping project. And since then, it looks like a couple more reports have been added. Maybe we'll read them off a little bit. A little bit. Maybe people are out at the park. Or maybe at this event. I don't know. I'm keeping an eye out for anyone I may recognize. Buffering. Yeah. 5G hotspots holding up. Not too bad there. But we're buffering again there. I see that. Get a little note. The spinning notification there. All right. Well, let's switch cameras again here. Let's see what's going on back over Home Depot. Oh yeah, it's going down. Let's see. Let's switch back over here. Yeah, it's going down right over here, folks. Let's see. Bunch of people were scattering again like earlier. Maybe they shot off another round of tear gas, not sure. Solar flares. Sovereign Cosmic Wildman would say, you know what he'd say. Anyone? Solar. Where is Wildman? Haven't heard from him this weekend. He's probably on Baywatch. Baywatch, Sasquatch. Anyway, we're keep an eye on this. What else is going on today? Sunday. Fun day. Yeah, I see all the other streamers are streaming, and I'm sure the stringers are stringing and streaming. AXN News went live early yesterday. Yep, Channel 4. Here we go. Channel 4. No. We're going to switch gears. As I clear my throat, we got NBC LA crowd gathers for Boyle Heights. Let's see, I don't see the rest. So Boyle Heights. And there we're making day. All right, are we back? We're buffering. Hang in there. We're going to be buffering here and there. We're going off the hot spot. So let me find this NBC LA. All right. Here we go. Uh-oh. 1 second. Here we go. All right, Boyle Heights here. And that looks like a pretty large crowd to me. I'm not sure what this. Let me see. Let me do a little reading off the phone here. Live crowd gathers for Boyle Heights protest. And that's about it. Let's see here. All right. So we're going to keep on rocking here. This is close by here. Maybe we might get a crowd going by here on Olympic. But usually when stuff goes down in Boyle Heights, I know one of the main streets will be Could be Cesar Chavez, or Whittier Boulevard is another hot one for things to pop off. Greetings, Amanda. How's it going down in Chico, California? Much love. We love Chico out here. And there, Magneticus wanting to sharpen up his archery. Much love to you, Amanda. Hope you're kicking back. Yeah, bring the pets. Let them hang out. We're watching this situation here in Boyle Heights. Hopefully things don't boil over. That name Boyle Heights always we'll go in on who Boyle is. And then actually there's a Father Boyle. Is it Father Boyle as well? Well known in the community. Is he a Jesuit? I'm not sure, but yeah, there's a whole thing with Father Boyle and him helping with the community out here. But I wonder if there's any connection with the name of Boyle Heights and his family lineage. Gotta ask him about that. And let's see here. This looks like it could be First Street. I'm gonna say those are the train tracks on the side there. They might be walking towards the cemeteries. It looks like they're walking towards downtown LA. Yeah, it looks like they're probably headed towards. I did hear about a gathering over at City Hall. And yes, Ike, it is Pride Month. But this is not the celebration here. We're not celebrating that here. Actually, over on the west side, West Hollywood is where that is popping off. And yeah, no, this is Boyle Heights, East Los Angeles. And who knows? I would imagine maybe they gathered at Mariachi Plaza. El Mariachi. Actually, I seen a guy yesterday coming out of one of the AM/PMs that was being looted. It was being looted, but there were some people coming out with stuff. So others were just going in and who knows, maybe checking things out. Some other people were documenting and stuff. But there's one guy, wow, he had an amazing cowboy hat and boots on. Let's see here. Getting a phone call. Yo. What up? Right here, the shop. Yeah. All right. No problem. Peace. Right. I should not have answered that. Dang it. All right, we're back here. I should not have answered that. Duh. Of course it was going to buffer there. Yeah, that was a call from Magneticus. Yeah, look at that. Paranormal Paul. Are we still good for tomorrow? Yeah, bro. We survived today. Let's see. Are we still good for tomorrow night? It's going to be Paranormal Paul's YouTube channel. 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And it should be 4:30. Perfect. It gives me 10 minutes to get ready for the show there. 4:30 Pacific. And let's send them a yes, sir. Roger that.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
All right, cool, exciting. Y'all set your notifications for that if you want to come hang out, chop it up with your boy. I don't know Paranormal Paul, so I'll get to know him. I've checked out I do subscribe to his channel, and I have checked out his interviews with folks, so I'm excited about it. And Tina C says, Okay, so cool. She mentioned it earlier. Yes, gathering at the beautiful and Art Deco from the old world City Hall of Los Angeles, California. They said gathering at 2 p.m. there. And they might close us down for safety. All right. Heads up there. Does that mean I get to go home early? I'd love to. But no, we need that business. We need that business. So, folks, if you're listening and you need some papers or maybe a gadget of some sort that you know we carry here, come on through before the madness hits. And yeah, that's what we don't need is the looting, the rioting. That's all bad. No bueno. Por favor. ¿Hablas español? Woo, Hillbilly. Hillbilly, we love you too. Now roll us a fatty. I still didn't see what Hillbilly's smoking on today. Did he mention it? Yep. Oh no, a phone call. I answered it. But it's all good. It's a good friend here. We're actually talking about different parts of California that he lived in. He was bringing up, I forget the name of it. It's a weird name of the town. But he says it's a trippy town. And it's very near Oroville. So Chico came up. Yeah, Oroville. What else did I hear about Oroville? I was watching, was it NorCal Explorers or some channel like that on YouTube? They just did a whole thing on gold during the gold rush era, different parts of California that were known to have had gold like stashed or lost. Yeah, there was one at a Trinity County where this couple walking a dog found one of the biggest stashes of gold coins. Yeah, Trinity. That's the only place I've panned for gold. Over at Grandpa lived up on the hill there above Weaverville. And actually that's where they found the gold, was outside of or in and around Weaverville. And yeah. Up on the hill there, yeah, got the Queen had gotten me a metal detector that I still have up in Oregon. Got to put that thing to use, even on the land there. Yeah, so I tried the panning. I had a little pan, and there's this ravine there that even some of the locals were like, you need to go check that out right there. So we gave it a shot, and it was fun. And I hope to do that again soon and find me some nuggets and smoke me some nuggets too. Yeah, we're open for business. And yeah, they got into Oroville. There was some stuff having to do with some gold there. And you know, Oroville basically means Goldville below. Yeah, got into some of the history there, and then what happened else in Trinity County? There was some other stuff. Oh, the sheriff up there one day, I guess, was on horseback and lost a saddle of some sort, or maybe a satchel of some sort, with some gold coins going across a river there somewhere, and it was never found. They even Yeah, people have been looking for it for a long time, and who knows? Maybe someone found it and didn't say anything. But I'd love to find me some gold nuggets. K Dog, yo, we're keeping you in our prayers, bro. Let's uplift K Dog. Had some traumatic stuff happen recently, and we're sending K Dog some good vibes. All right. Haven't been paying attention to the screen here, but it looks like we're halting at the moment. Not sure exactly where this is. Boyle Heights area, though. I'm trying to figure out exactly. Yeah, those look like train tracks there. I see the entrance to I'm going to say the 101, maybe somewhere. There is, it's probably going to be the 5. There is no 101 around there. Or there is, actually, maybe, depending on where they're at. See the 5. It's probably going to be what, maybe the 10? Got my freeways mixed up here. What's that? Trying to read that banner there. And I do see it looks like some law enforcement on the side there. I don't know. Did we switch cameras? I have no idea where we're at now, but I'm thinking could be that we're back at the federal building. Yeah, heavy K Dog. We know those times are here, you know, we're just things like that are going down, and we just got to keep our minds as sane as possible. Believe me, I battle with it too daily. Got to recalibrate the self and stay focused on the prize or on the mission. And just know that we're gonna have those pits and peaks in this journey of life. And yeah, man, I hit them too. I'm telling you, I get it. Even when you hit those pits, you gotta somehow find a way to uplift yourself out of it. It's up to the eye, and it's not easy. But yeah, no, we support each other. And we send vibes. Vibes are real. And the power of prayer is real. And the Almighty is real. Oh, yeah. So don't forget that. And here we go. Some movement. Looks like law enforcement starting to press up there a bit. We could switch up the track here also. Let's see. Let's boom. Let's go here. And I'm not DJing here. Well, I guess I kind of am, but I'm going to let this play. Ooh, armored vehicles. What is it? The bear. What do they call it? The bear. Not the bear claw. Those are donuts. The Bearcat. Was that one of those? You know, on Friday and Saturday, they were surprised they're not launching stuff at the vehicles. They were throwing all sorts of stuff at the vehicles. People did get hurt. Yeah. If you get in front of a vehicle that's moving, chances are you're going to get hurt. So, yeah, it doesn't look like all that is going down here, which is good. Yeah, what's up with Gasky Mike? I seen a comment there. Just got back from a week on the Smith. Ooh, super nice digger dog. Smith River. So were you up in Del Norte County or Southern Oregon there? Gasky Mike, yeah, I seen he just posted. I mentioned his channel because he did a flyover the what was it, the South Jetty, Humboldt Bay, Eureka Bay. So he's been in town, and he was also posted some videos from Lolita. Was it Lolita? Ferndale. Yeah, Ferndale, California, where they filmed the movie Outbreak. And I forget, he mentioned there's another couple movies, I think, that were filmed there in Ferndale. Know Ferndale very well. Well, pretty good. But yeah, so we touched on that. We're touching on Humboldt Bay and some drownings up that way on one of the previous streams. So check that out. Peep it out if you haven't. But yeah, he happened to do a flyover with his drone there. And then today's post, Gasky Mike on YouTube. Salute to you, Mike. Loving the footage, loving the channel there, giving us a nice look of Northern California, Southern Oregon areas. He posted, what was it? He was on the Go Road. So the Go Road is the Go Road to get up to Bluff Creek. Bigfoot country. And yeah, so he got to check that out. Got that lined up to check out later. Gasket, you spell it like gasket, pronounced Gasky. And another thing about Gasky, I remember David Politis talked about this. I was able it was an old years ago, he was on Coast to Coast getting interviewed, and I was able to call in and ask a question. I was like, hey, you heard of any cases? He was talking missing persons. Missing 411 out of Humboldt County or Northern California. He mentioned Northern California. He mentioned Gasky, California. So yeah, what's that other town near Gasky? It's got a trippy name. Ding. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, Paul's at work and he'll send us a link later. Now, as soon as I get that link, I'll share that out.